Hello! It's horrible. The weather's horrible. I'm in the tractor. And I'm a block. I'm being cow guard. There's cows that just got out onto the road and my husband's just driven down with the ute to go and push them back again and back into the paddock. They kind of beat him out the gate because he opened it up to put hay in there. I think he did something. Oh no, a very creative carton with straw in it. So that's what we're doing right now. I have to make some small posies for tables. I'm going to do some jam jar posies. I need to do 8. Someone passed away in our community and there is a wake tomorrow up at the local hall. So I've got to do that. I had a flower order because it's still winter. It's the 1st of July, so it's, middle of the month of winter, and they arrived this morning. There's a little bit in the garden still. Here comes the cows. I'm going to have to get out and lock them. Hang on. Okay, I'm still wearing my winter gear because even though I'm inside, it's really cold in here. It's about 5 o'clock, so it's getting dark. Haven't really had the opportunity to do this yet because I have been hideously unwell for the last 3 days, so I'm just starting to get better. Anyway, now I've got 8 jam jar posies to do. So these jars I've got are actually honey jars. I collected a heap of these. I did for a wedding November last year. Might remember if you've seen the video, I did a really, really big wedding and she had 33 jam jar posies. So this is the honey we eat. And they're a bit taller than normal jars, which is really helpful. So I just saved heaps of these. I've just gone and cut some geranium. I use a lot of this in bouquets at the moment. This was easier to pick now because I only had to get shorter bits. Finding longer, straighter bits can be a bit hard. And then I picked some sweet pea foliage because I've got a fair bit of that at the moment. So I've got 16 bits of that, so I can have 2 in each. And then there were some shorter bits of statice flowering and some bits of stock. Just all these ones were just a single on the top, but anyway. And I'm just unpacking a little bit of these bought stuff that arrived this morning. So I'm going to do a bit of a conveyor belt kind of a system. I know Floral does that, but that's not particularly why I'm doing it because she does it. It's honestly because it makes sense. If you want them all to look pretty much the same, it's not vital that they do. But I've got pink roses and yellow roses. I think I will probably just use the yellow ones. Oh, it's not coming off. My hands are made of glue or something. I've got white alstamira. I've got iris. Got some iris that are not really open, which is not really handy. I've got some chamomile. I have sweet medium they gave me this time is red. Probably not the colour I would have gone for, but that's all right. Beggars can't be choosers. Probably could have asked for the colour. And I've got some, what is that stuff? Sea holly. The snapdragons, but I won't use those. So hopefully, I don't know if this is going to fill these up, but we'll give it a go. We'll give it a red hot go. Now, before I get going, I'm going to start with the foliage first. So I'm just putting in a bit of the scented geranium. I'm not too sure. I don't know, is it pelargonium or is it geranium? Oh no, it's got a scent, this one. So I'm just putting that in first. I keep these jars a little bit spread out. It's probably not the best angle for you guys, but and then I'll put the sweet pea in. I potentially might need more foliage. I don't want to go out in that. It's dark and it's cold and rainy and that's horrible. Anyway, so that's what we're doing first. We'll put the foliage in and then we'll put the filler flowers and then I will finish with the focal flowers, which will be the rose. Whether it gets 1 or 2 roses, I don't know. I still haven't done bouquets for the bakery yet because I've just been so unwell. Just had the tummy bug from hell. Anyway, too much information, but yeah, being sick is not good. You so appreciate being healthy once you're better, but I'm a lot better. Still not 100%, but it's definitely a lot better anyway. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. We'll put you on the high-speed zoomy, and we'll do this. Alright, this is what I've got up to so far. Sweet William, bit of feverfew, the sea holly, sweet pea foliage, and the geranium or pelargonium or whatever it is. So I'll keep plugging away. They're not very full though, so I don't want to go out in the dark and try and find some more stuff, but we might have to. Right, they're looking very green. I cut an iris down and they look a bit dumb. That's one from last week actually, and it's still not opened properly. The other ones are less open, so I'm not going to put any iris in there. It's a waste. That's my stock, of course. They're looking very green. I maybe might add a bit more chamomile, but it's using up so much of my materials. I'm not going to have much left for the bakery, I don't think. Anyway, it's okay. I'll keep going. Right, they're not very full, but they are for a gentleman's wake, so they're not like super girly. But tomorrow I'm going to go and get some more bits out of the garden, I think. Because everything here's got such long stems, I want to try and take at least something to the bakery this week. So I think there's some penstemon out there. There probably is some more status, and then probably a bit more greenery. So we'll leave it till tomorrow. I have to go feed some calves. Morning, it's the next day. It's still wet, cold and freezing and horrible, and I've just gone around the garden and grabbed some more bits, and I'm taking off my boots. It's terrible. So this is, I'll ignore the protea in the front. That's what I've got so far. I'm just going to pad them up with these bits, and I've got a bucket of, ignore the mess, I got milk powder in here. I'm feeding calves. There's some little rosebuds and things I've found, some penstemon, like one Rebecca. So I'm just going to finish these off, and I'm going to run them up the hole, and just drop them off for this wake. Since I've been so sick, I've been really sick, I'm not going to hang around and do any food prep because nobody wants to get what I had, and that'll be it. So I'll just finish these off and then I'll show you. Okay, I delivered the jam jar posies and completely forgot to film them and show them as they were finished, but they actually came out really nice. They were very, very green based, and lots of different colours. There was more tables than there were jam jar posies. I was only asked to do 8, but it's still really cold out here, and I've just had a phone call to order a luxury bouquet, so that is like the biggest one I do, and I'm going to do the delivery today since I was heading that direction. So I've just gone to pick some silver dollar gum and got wet doing it, which was fun. I had a little bit of alströmera, which is it's sort of, the buds kind of quite dark, but it comes out as an orange and yellow one. There was a tiny bit of well, it's a bluer status, but it's not very open, and it's not really opening now. It's not warm enough, so it's just, let's just pick it. And then some big bits of this pelargonium or geranium, I don't know, but it's a scented one, so I'm thinking it could be a geranium. And then some more sweet pea foliage, which is fantastic. I really like the foliage. The flowers, I never really get long straight stems on my flowers. Hopefully this time, now that I've tied it up properly, although one of my wires, my trellises, is starting to sag a bit in the middle. I might have to put an extra post in there, but I'm hacking at that, so even if I get to use it just as foliage. And there was a piece of penstemon, and you know, in a bouquet, that's probably enough of that, like that sort of, you know, tall bit. Anyway, so I will put this together. I've got the bought stuff down here. So there's chamomile, there's some nice pink, oh, I haven't opened them up yet, pink snapdragons. They've still got the elastic band on them. The stems are so long with things that you purchase. So there's those. I'm going to have nothing to take to the bakery. I've used like virtually everything, but that's okay. Although I might be able to scrape together maybe 3. I don't know. There's some irises. I haven't really used any of those. There's a couple of sea hollies left. There's still some sweet william left. And then there's 10 pink roses. And there's 2 yellow ones left. But anyway, so if we manage anything down there, we manage something. But that's all right. I'll put you on the high speed and I'll make up a bouquet and I'll show you what I've done. Alright, I'm probably, I don't know, halfway there. So we've got so far. How do I know the difference in sizes with my bouquets? A medium is one, well, I have a medium, a large and a luxury. This would probably be about a medium size, I suppose. A large is one that's like a very big handful, and a luxury is one where I'm struggling to hold it. So that's sort of how I judge it. I've got quite little hands though, but there's a lot of material in this already. I'm a fairly tight bouquet maker, generally. This has got a fair bit of foliage in it. This has been handy. I've got a rose we cut right back, a climbing rose, but my husband cut it right back to the stump. I think he got the chainsaw onto it. It was one we're trying to get rid of. And then it's been shooting these bits. And they've been really, really handy as foliage because it's nice. So I've been using that. So I thought, well, you can just stay there as a stump. You are ugly as a stump, but it's next to my tank and it doesn't really matter. So I've been, just using that every now and again when I find a piece. See, actually, my hands are struggling to hold this now. No, actually, this would be about a large. Really, it's... unless my hands are shrunk in the last, you never know. But I get another couple of iris. I've got 2 iris in there. I want to get another one. See, that's the good thing. Like, there's white alstroemeria in here that hasn't opened. That will take a long time to open. And then there's the red alstroemeria, already orangey, my alstroemeria. That will also take a long time to open. And alstroemeria is very long lasting. I've got a nice snappy in there. The iris have still got to open, so they'll, pieces of this will pass away before the, some of it does. You can just keep throwing parts of it away, and then there's still bits you can keep. So it should be hopefully fairly long lasting. Anyway, I will keep going. You don't want to watch me do this, but anyway. Okay, me hands, she's fit to bursting, man. Look at that. So, there's 2 roses that are really close together and I can't get them apart, but to be honest, I'm losing my mind, so they can just stay like that. I'll put this piece of sweet pea. I love the sweet, he's a bit floppy, but that's okay. The sweet pea, I like it on the side, and then the tendrils sort of, if you can see that, they just sort of out the side. And then they come, when I wrap them, that comes out over the side of the paper, which I really like. This is quite full. And if I tie it lower down too, it splays out. Here's a tip for you. It splays out further, and then it looks bigger. I mean, there's a heap of material in there. There's so much material in there. I'm probably undercharging. I think I'll stick another snappy in there. I still got some material left, so I reckon I can do 3 bouquets for the bakery later. I won't do them today. I'm really tired still after being sick. I'm so much better today, but I think my blood sugar's still pretty low. So it looks like ears. I don't think I want antlers with an extra snapdragon. Do you know, I reckon it just needs 1 snapdragon. Otherwise it looks like it's got horns. Yeah, one spiky thing like that always looks balanced. So there we go. I think I will do it yeah, that's pretty big. My hands are struggling to hold it. So how much chamomile have we got? Yeah, maybe we whack another little piece in, another little bit of that in. Oh, shivers, it's just snapped that. Oh no, it hasn't. There we go. Pop that in there. There we go. So I'm happy with that. So I'll just tie that up and then we'll wrap and write the card. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! Sticky tape has gone a bit askew at the bottom, but that's all right. So nice big. I managed to sort of separate my roses a bit, but that's all right. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's 6 roses in there. I probably should have put 7 to balance, but hey ho, that's it. So I'll go and deliver this now. It's nothing like being a flower farmer, florist, and delivery person. But that's all good. One of my next, I got a son that'll get his L's soon, his learner driver thing. So when it's 2 years until he's 18, but he can be my delivery driver then. He'll love it. So anyway, I'm going to go deliver this and head to the post office and do all that. So hope you learned something, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, have a nice day and I'll catch up with you next time. See ya.